I'm sure a lot of people have seen the new Chat GPT, which apparently is all the rage right now within the tech industry. The new AI bot that's been programmed to carry full conversations, optimize text, create articles, create essays, and do a lot of different things for people. A lot of people talking about it. Is it good? Is it bad? Let me just say, this type of AI stuff is going to be the absolute death of Web 2. And by Web 2, I mean Google, I mean Twitter, Instagram, things like that, YouTube, stuff like that. There are so many examples that show just how bot infested YouTube is, Twitter is. Now you bring along advanced technology, which apparently is getting speed run. They're releasing their 4th version of it sometime within the first quarter of 2023. So that'll be coming in the next month. They're actually getting a better version of the Chat GPT to where, think about this for a second. I think they're going to get the technology so advanced with these bots, they're going to be able to program them, put them on Twitter, and it's going to be a human being. Because, guys, this is one of the interesting things I found out. I tested it. I made a new Twitter account, and I do have to give Elon credit. It's a little bit more challenging to make a Twitter account. They're trying to guard against the bots. You got to do this new thing they've implemented, where it's like you have to fill out a bunch of stuff, and it really does prove that you're human. But think about it. They're going to have human beings fill all that stuff out. You get onto Twitter, it thinks you're a real person, but then they instill a bot, and let's say they can get the bot so advanced to where they make it to where it's constantly following people. If you told me right now, get on Twitter and within a month become an influencer, I would create a new account. I would follow about 300 or 400 people a day to where I'm not detected, because if you follow too many people, they'll lock you out of your account because that is bot behavior. But they're going to have these bots so advanced to where the bot will know only follow 300 or 400 people, retweet stuff, tweet things out periodically. You're sending off 70, 80, 90 tweets every 3 or 4 hours, and you're getting retweets, and it just becomes easier. It's like rolling a snowball down a hill. It gets easier and easier and bigger. That's the idea of building these bot social media accounts. But what if the bots get so advanced to where you can optimize them and say, hey, I want to create crazy dissension in the American political spectrum. Let's create a bot. We're going to have a bot that's an alt-left person. We're going to have a bot that's an alt-right person. We're going to have them go into their little echo chamber, and then we're going to stoke the fire. And it's so advanced. It knows how to do everything. It knows how to have conversation. This is why I'm saying things like ChatGPT are going to be the death of Web 2, because people, when they start losing faith that they're having human-to-human interaction and dialogue on Twitter, on YouTube in the comments, they will be completely de-incentivized to use these apps. They will lose all their faith. And really, this type of technology that they're pouring all their money into is so bad for us. Think about how bad social media is already. Now we're going to be arguing with people that don't even exist because the bots are so advanced. They can hold arguments, and they're going to have smart, snarky comments. It's all in the technology. These are just the really early stages of what the bots can do. Once they get more advanced, people are going to be wasting their days and really precious time on Earth arguing with bots. It's going to completely turn people off, and that's why we really need to transition into a Web3 space, and that's why I've been critical of some of these Web3 platforms. You should not start a Web3 platform until you get the bots completely figured out. The only way you're getting people from Web 2 to Web 3 is offering no bots. You need some technology to extremely limit or totally eliminate the bots. Otherwise, people will lose faith in social media and they will not want to interact. And that's what's going to be happening with this advanced bot AI system that they are developing, which of course is just horrible. This is how technology is, though. Eventually, it makes human beings worse. And that's exactly what it's doing. That's really what Twitter did, Instagram, stuff like that. Of course, it's always a Bermuda Triangle, because there's great things about it. You can communicate, you can have community, stuff like that. You don't realize all the bad issues with it. You just think it's normal to go on and argue with people when really it's extremely ineffective and extremely unhealthy for your brain and your whole brain chemistry, things like that. We're not used to it. That's not how we developed by arguing with people online. And now the people aren't even going to exist. They're going to have bots do it. And that is really why I think people will finally, if we can eliminate the bots on Web 3, people will make the jump from Web 2 to Web 3 because they will lose faith overall. And there are, guys, just for example, I probably have, or I've created 30 different Gmail accounts in my life. Web 2 is just completely infested. Fake accounts, duplicate accounts, multiple accounts, Google, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. How about YouTube yesterday recommending me another cryptocurrency scam that had 5,000 people watching in a live stream, guys? They still can't control it. What they do, and they're literally recommending it to me on my homepage, they will this is what the scammers will do. They will hack someone's account that's been inactive like for the last year, probably has around 15, 20,000 subscribers, to give them a leg up, right? So when people click on the account, they see there's 15K subs, they think it's real, and they will put up a fake live stream that was pre-recorded of Elon Musk, and at the bottom of it, there's going to be a QR thing, and it's going to be an Elon Musk tweet that's been completely faked and altered, where it says, send me 1 Bitcoin, I'll send you 2 back. Of course, it's all fake. They want people to send the Bitcoin. They're not going to be sending anything in return. These live streams that go up every day on YouTube have about 4,000 or 5,000 viewers at a time whenever I see them, and they're recommended to me, and I go out of my way and say, no, don't recommend it, and 2 days later, there'll be another one that pops up, and it is so out of control. The bots, the scamming with cryptocurrency, and I like cryptocurrency. Number one, listen, people are really optimistic right now on Bitcoin. I don't want to get into Bitcoin, but it's not adding up right now. With our purchasing power, I went to Giant Eagle last night, and guys, what an absolute mess the United States is in with inflation. I mean, you've got 12 cans of pop, $8.79 now. And you're going to tell me that Bitcoin's going to go to $130,000 right now? That's ridiculous, folks. I would be shocked if Bitcoin entered a bull run right now. I know it's done well recently, but guys, let's be realistic. There's no purchasing power. Everything just won't stop going up. We're getting hammered by inflation. Let's actually let it go. It's going to bottom out probably around 10K, and then we'll go from there. Get ready for the halving in 2024. And hopefully get some better news on inflation and lower grocery prices and things like that. But guys, when it comes to the whole chat AI thing, they're dumping money into it. It's only going to make our lives worse. I want a social media platform that eliminates bots. And I like Elon Musk. Let me just say my whole take on the Elon Musk acquisition of Twitter from just my perspective and my speculation on what happened. So you look, Elon, he wants to buy Twitter. He knows how much of a cesspool it is. They're silencing people. They're actually weaponizing the words disinformation, misinformation to infringe on people's First Amendments. It is totally anti-American. It's disgusting. Elon Musk sees that. That's good. He wants to do a good thing. He wants to buy it and open it up. You know, Twitter completely lies about the amount of bots that they have, making them more marketable and driving up their price, saying, listen, we only have 5% bots. Look at our activity. It's so amazing. Elon Musk gives them an offer. They accept it. Elon Musk and his people do research into it, and they find out, no, it's probably about 20% of the accounts are bots. That's roughly the number that are the bots. And Elon's like, this is ridiculous. I'm evaluating your company. You told me you had 5% bots. It's really 20. I want to renege. And they had him legally binded to the, $44 billion. So now Elon Musk, who I like what Elon's doing. It's great. He's left with basically a sunk cost. That's what Twitter is. Twitter, in its current version, which is still Twitter 1.0, because we've got to transition to Web 3 to get to Twitter 2.0, which I think will be a lot more intimate, and there'll be no bots to deal with, and there's going to be a lot more dialogue. The number one issue with Twitter right now is it incentivizes people yelling at each other. Literally. That's what because it drives more interaction and things like that. And it's almost like if you're Elon Musk and they bring these new bots along, their number one goal, the bots' number one goal, is to drive talking points, get people angry, get actual humans talking. And that is why I think the bots are going to be really bad for Twitter. I know Elon said he wants to eliminate them, but it will drive the interaction rate on Twitter up, which will, you theoretically drive the advertisements in terms of the amount of views something has, the amount of traffic, things like that. The advertisements are going to go up and stuff. So guys, either way, this new technology that's coming, it's going to completely destroy Twitter. Twitter is already too far gone. We have to evolve past it. We have to create something to where we can completely eliminate bot activity, because if people think they're talking to bots, they will completely lose interest, which is good, but we don't want people wasting days and days and days. Technically, they already are. But this time now they're arguing with things that are artificial, that don't even exist, and they're just getting trolled by bots, which could happen if the bots continue to evolve their dialogue to where they're actually able to carry conversations, troll people, have some satire in their arguments. It becomes a bigger and bigger problem on Twitter. The YouTube comments are filled with bots. Right now, they're horrible. I mean, you can tell when there's a YouTube comment that has a bot, but Gmail and like opening a Gmail account, it's become so infested, and they're not doing a thing about it. It's like at some point, you got to set aside money. I don't know how much money it is. I don't know if it's $1 billion. I don't know if it's $10 billion. A lot of these accounts, these Gmail accounts, where you can tell it's rampant bot activity, they've got to be blown to smithereens. They need to be closed. And if I was Google, I would actually look into deleting accounts that have been inactive for over 5 years. But then again, I don't know, do people go back and use them? I think Gmail, Google is too far gone. We need to go to Web 3. There's too many bots. It's like a tumor. It's grown so big, yeah, you can kill all the cells with chemotherapy, but they'll just grow back because it's spread too far. That is how bad the bot problem has gotten on Web 2. That's how we're going to get people to Web 3, by exposing it and saying, listen, most of your conversations are fake anyways. Half these people don't even exist. They're all bots. Let's go to Web 3. You're going to get one account. We're not doing multiple accounts per person, and we're going to make sure with our technology, the bots are going to be severely neutered, if not completely eliminated, because we've got advanced technology. You go back to when YouTube was created, 2005, 2006, Twitter in 2011. We're seeing bot technology innovate at a rate to where the technology to guard against that wasn't even close. And that's kind of the issue. The bots became such a problem. I think if Elon was running Twitter since 2014, it would be a lot better of a situation. He takes over. He's like, half of this, platform is run by bots. what am I going to do? I have a sunk cost. I'm trying to get out of this deal because it's horrible. And of course, Twitter says, no, you're paying for that. This is a total sunk cost. Our social media platform is horrible. You signed on to a $44 billion deal. We're all left-wing nuts who hate free speech, but we don't even care because we're going to be making so much money off of this deal when really the platform probably only should have been valued at around $20 billion or so. But they used the bots and said, no, they're real. Yes, we hate free speech. Yes, we weaponize words like disinformation and misinformation to silence people. And we hate Elon Musk, but we want the money so much, we will accept your deal. So they end up selling it to Elon Musk for way past market value. And now Elon Musk is trying to basically play God and say, listen, we're trying to deal with the bot problem, and they are trying to deal with it, but this type of Chat GPT to where you're actually going to be able to program the bots and say, oh, I want a transgender liberal that thinks they're, a neurosurgeon. That's a new person now, and they're going to start spreading their ideas, and you're going to be able to program the bots. No, I want a right-wing, Confederate person and a trans to fight on Twitter, and it's just two bots fighting with a bunch of humans like getting angry and stuff like that. It is a spectacle, and it's the crazy bot technology when it starts learning satire and trolling and stuff like that. It's going to get real ugly. So guys, that is the bot situation. That is why Web 2 is unsavable. We all have 30 Gmail accounts. You look at YouTube, they recommend me videos that are scams, that have 5,000 people watching them. And if anyone sends any of those people cryptocurrency, they're all getting scammed out of it. And it's gotten so bad it shows up on your recommended page. How is there not some type of detection when you see an account? It's like when you change an account's name and their profile picture, you should have to use two-factor verification. Although I'm guessing the accounts that they are able to hack within Google, I'm guessing those accounts don't have two-factor. If I was Google, I would say, listen, if you want to sign up for this, if you want a Gmail account, you need two-factor. You need to add your phone number. Because otherwise you're going to get hacked. You're going to get the bots. They're going to take over, and then they will actually change your YouTube account and play a fake Elon Musk video, that says, oh, send me money here. You'll get double. Of course, it's a complete scam. So there's just so many issues right now with the whole bot problem. We'll see if it gets solved. I think it's too far gone. It's infested everywhere, and slowly but surely we're going to see people, lose faith in these social media platforms as the bot technology, as the AIs get better, and they're going to look for an alternative, and that is where Web3 must come in, and we've got crazy ideas in developments with Web3, guys. So, guys, either way, that's going to do it for this video. Make sure you're following me on Twitter. Link to that's always in the description. I'm, of course, the Depressed Ginger. Thank you for watching.